Now let us talk about the apple incident. Many people believe that the Newton was sitting under the apple tree and the apple fell on his head, and all of a sudden or spontaneously the Newton thought about the law of gravitation. So this is what we people have been told about the discovery of law of gravitation. The apple fell on the Newton's head and the Newton thought about this law of gravitation, that it is because of the earth's gravity that apple gets drawn towards the earth. Is it a true story? Is it true that the Newton all of a sudden or spontaneously thought about law of gravitation? So friends, the truth is that the Newton did not conceive so immediately about this law of gravitation as soon as the apple fell on his head. He thought repeatedly about why apple fell on the ground, and it took a lot of time for him to conceive about the gravitation or the force of gravitation. So he repeatedly made thinking, and later he realized that something in the earth draws apple towards it. So conception of gravitation or law of gravitation was not a sudden thing. Newton personally used to tell the story that he was inspired to formulate his theory of gravitation by watching the fall of apple from a tree. It is now well agreed that the Newton did not arrive at his theory of gravity in any single moment. He thought repeatedly on the incident and quite later arrived at the conception of the law of gravitation. So memoirs written by the acquaintances of the Newton, for instance that of William Stukeley, provided important insights about what Newton was thinking about this gravitation. So William Stukeley writes, "We went into the garden and drank tea under the shade of some apple trees, and only he and myself was there. Amidst other discourse, he told me he was just in the same situation as when formerly the notion of gravitation came into his mind." So what Newton thought when the apple fell on his head? Why should that the apple always descend perpendicularly to the ground? And he sat in contemplative mood and thought, why should it not go sideways or upwards, but constantly to the earth's center? Assuredly, the reason is that the earth draws it. There must be drawing power in the matter. So Newton thought in contemplative mood that why should the apple not go sideways nor upwards and constantly comes to the earth's center? So the reason is earth draws it. He further thought that the sum of the drawing power in the matter of the earth must be in the earth's center and not in any side of the earth. Therefore does this apple fall perpendicularly or towards the center of the earth. So if matter thus draws matter, it must be in proportion of its quantity. Therefore the apple draws the earth as well as earth draws the apple. So with these lines we can understand that how Newton illustrates the fall of apple as matter in the universe attracts matter. So matter attracts matter, and the force of attraction depends on the quantity of the matter. So in the incident of falling of an apple, the earth attracts the apple and apple attracts the earth with a force that is proportional to the quantity of the matter. So earth attracts the apple and apple attracts the earth with a force that is proportional to the quantity of the matter. Newton also thought that the power of the gravity which brought the apple to the ground was not limited to certain distance from the earth, but that this power must extend much further. Why not as high as the moon? And if so, that must influence her motion and perhaps retain her in her orbit. So it is the power of gravity only which keeps the moon into the earth's orbit. So the power of gravity is not limited to falling of an apple to the ground. So it is only because of the Earth's gravity that the moon is retained in the Earth's orbit. So Newton also thought that why doesn't the moon falls on the Earth? So very few people know about this thing, that Newton also thought that why the moon doesn't falls on the Earth and what causes the moon to remain in Earth's orbit. So finally it is the force of the Earth's gravity. So the Earth attracts the moon and moon also attracts the Earth. So Earth attracts the moon with a force that is proportional to the mass of the Earth, and moon also attracts the Earth with a force that is proportional to the mass of the moon. The law of gravitation tells that the matter attracts matter with a force that is proportional to the quantity of the matter. So the explanation for why moon remains in the Earth's orbit is that both Earth as well as moon, they attract one another.